Most people walk around with a quiet fear they never say out loud. I'm financially late. They scroll through social media and see someone their age buying a house, launching a business, driving a new car, or talking about investments, and suddenly their own life feels behind. That fear grows stronger because society secretly teaches us there's a strict financial timeline. By your early 20s, you should know what you're doing. By your late 20s, you should be earning well. By your 30s, you should be settled. If you miss those milestones, you've failed. But here's the uncomfortable truth most people never stop to question. This timeline is mostly made up. It's not based on reality, economics, or human psychology. It's based on comparison, highlight reels, and outdated expectations. When you believe this story, you don't just feel behind, you start making desperate financial decisions. You chase fast money, take on bad debt, invest without understanding, or quit too early because you feel rushed. Ironically, this panic is what actually puts people financially late. The real danger isn't starting late, it's starting confused. And almost everyone you compare yourself to, you don't see their full picture. You don't see the family support, the debt, the stress, or the long-term consequences. So before asking, am I late? The better question is late compared to what? And according to who? Beyond strategy and execution, mindset played an equally critical role in my journey. I recognized early on that becoming a millionaire is as much a mental game as it is a financial one. Wealth requires a mindset that embraces calculated risks, anticipates challenges, and remains resilient in the face of failure. I committed to a daily practice of reading, self-education, and surrounding myself with mentors and communities that encourage growth and accountability. I also adopted the habit of visualizing success, breaking down my 1,000 million goal into quarterly, monthly, and even weekly targets, ensuring I had a clear view of progress and momentum. With these milestones, the journey became measurable and motivating rather than overwhelming. I diversified my approach, combining aggressive growth strategies such as starting a scalable business, investing in high-potential stocks, and exploring digital assets like NFTs and crypto, while simultaneously securing safer investments to protect my capital. Each decision was calculated based on data trends and careful risk analysis. I learned the importance of patience and timing, recognizing that not every opportunity is worth pursuing immediately and that compounding wealth requires consistency and strategic foresight. Additionally, I cultivated habits that supported long-term success, health, energy, focus, and networking, because building wealth is not just about money, it's about creating the lifestyle and capability to sustain and grow that wealth. By continuously measuring my performance, refining my strategies, and learning from mistakes, I steadily moved closer to my goal. Today, every action I take, every business venture I explore, and every investment I make is part of this deliberate, calculated plan to become a millionaire by 2025. It is this combination of disciplined action, strategic planning, and unshakable belief in the possibility of achieving financial freedom that I am confident will turn my ambitious goal into a reality. An emergency fund is not just money, it's peace of mind. In my early 30s, I ignored it. Then came a sudden medical bill. Then my car broke down. Then my job went through a rough patch. Suddenly I was borrowing money from friends, using credit cards, and panicking. An emergency fund isn't about returns, it's about freedom from panic. Rule of thumb: keep at least 6 months of expenses in a safe, liquid account. Use it only for true emergencies. Don't touch it for convenience. Debt is a concept that has been part of human society for centuries. From borrowing grains in ancient times to taking out massive loans in today's digital economy, the essence of debt remains the same: borrowing money to be repaid in the future, often with interest. Debt is, in essence, a tool, a financial instrument. And like any tool, it can either build or destroy depending on how it is used. Many people fail to understand this, and the result is often financial stress, sleepless nights, and a gradual loss of freedom. In my personal experience, I have learned that debt is truly a double-edged sword. While it has the potential to accelerate growth and build wealth if used intelligently, ignorance and poor financial habits can turn it into a silent chain that slowly restricts your life. The positive side of debt, a tool for growth. When used wisely, debt can be one of the most powerful accelerators in life. Consider a home loan. For most people, purchasing a house outright with cash is not feasible. A home loan allows individuals to invest in an asset that not only provides shelter, but can also appreciate over time. Real estate, in many cases, grows in value, meaning the money borrowed today could result in a significantly more valuable asset in the future. Similarly, business loans can be incredibly empowering. A well-planned business loan allows entrepreneurs to access capital that they might not have otherwise, enabling them to scale operations, invest in marketing, purchase equipment, or hire talent. The result is often increased revenue and a stronger foundation for long-term wealth. In these cases, debt is not a burden. It is a catalyst for growth and investment in one's future. Even personal development can be considered an area where debt, if managed properly, might be justified. Taking a loan to pursue higher education, professional courses, or skill development can increase earning potential and open doors to opportunities that would otherwise be inaccessible. Here again, the borrowed money is used to create value, not just spend it. The dark side of debt, ignorance, and overspending, however, the same financial tool that can elevate your life can also quietly destroy it if used carelessly. This is the side of debt most people fall into, often without even realizing it. Credit cards, buy, now pay, later schemes, and consumer loans create an illusion of easy money. They make you feel wealthy today while quietly chaining you to tomorrow. Credit cards, for example, are marketed as convenient and harmless. You swipe now, pay later, and earn rewards along the way. But the reality is far different for most people. If the full balance is not paid off each month, interest begins to accumulate at staggering rates, often exceeding 30% annually. To put it in perspective, spending $1,000 on a credit card without paying it off could easily turn into FERD's 300 or more in just 1 year. This is money that is essentially evaporating, going directly to the lender instead of toward building your wealth or living a better life. Buy now, pay later schemes are even more deceptive. They make products seem affordable by spreading payments over weeks or months. The psychological effect is that these installments feel harmless. Oh, it's just $50 a month, you tell yourself. But when multiple installments for multiple products start adding up, your monthly cash flow becomes tight, stress rises, and your financial freedom shrinks. Why people fall into the debt trap, the fundamental problem, is that many people borrow for lifestyle, luxury, or convenience rather than for assets that increase value or income. Social pressure, instant gratification, and the illusion of wealth drive these decisions. People see friends driving expensive cars, wearing designer clothes, or going on lavish vacations, and they want to keep up. Without thinking, they borrow money to finance these lifestyles. But luxury does not create income, it only consumes resources. The moment debt is used for things that do not generate returns, it becomes a burden rather than a tool. Psychologically, this is dangerous because debt feels invisible at first. A small EMI or a credit card bill may seem manageable, but over time, as multiple debts accumulate and interest compounds, it becomes overwhelming. Debt is silent. It does not announce itself with loud alarms. Instead, it slowly erodes your financial independence and peace of mind. I used to delay investing because I believed I needed three things: more money, more clarity, and more time. I thought I couldn't begin until I had a perfect financial plan, a significant sum of savings, or complete certainty about the market. But then I discovered the power of compound interest, the single most effective force in wealth creation. It completely changed my perspective on money and investing. Compound interest is essentially interest on interest. When you invest money, it grows not just on your original contribution, but also on the returns that your investment generates. Over time, this compounding effect accelerates, meaning the longer your money is invested, the faster it grows. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. The longer it rolls, the bigger it becomes. This is why starting early, even with small amounts, can make an enormous difference in the long run. To understand this, consider a simple example. Imagine two people investing 100 per month, one starting at age 25 and the other starting at age 35. Both continue investing the same amount until they are 65. The person who started at 25 ends up with almost double the wealth of the person who started at 35, even though both invested exactly the same amount. This happens purely because the earlier investor gave their money more time to grow and compound. Time, in this sense, is more powerful than the amount of money you put in. The lesson here is profound. You don't need to wait until you have a large sum to start investing. You don't need perfect clarity about the market or the ideal investment vehicle. Even investing a small amount like 10 or 50 DA per month can lead to significant growth over decades. The key is to start early and allow time to do its work. Delaying investment in hopes of more money, more knowledge, or more time often means losing out on years of compounding growth, something that cannot be recovered. Starting imperfectly is far better than waiting for perfection. Every month you delay is essentially sacrificing the future potential of your wealth. Think of investing as planting a tree. Even a small seed planted today grows into a massive tree over time. The earlier you plant it, the bigger and stronger it becomes. Over the years, your consistent contributions, however small, combined with the power of compounding, can grow beyond what you might imagine. Another important point is mindset. Many people focus on short-term gains and fear market fluctuations, but investing is most effective when viewed as a long-term journey. Small, consistent contributions, patience, and allowing compounding to work its magic often outperform trying to time the market or waiting for the perfect investment opportunity. In short, the secret to building wealth is not waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect sum. Start as early as possible, even if the amount is small and your plan is imperfect. Over time, the combination of your contributions and the compounding effect will reward patience far more than money invested later with perfect precision. Time is your greatest ally in investing. Use